Don't break the bank to boost your plumbing business. Learn these 7 hacks that'll fast track your success. Mike Edelberg here. For those that don't know me, I'm on a mission to help plumbing business owners get off the tools by building their online presence and securing a reliable, continuous stream of new customers. Now, before we jump in, I just want to let you know that the purpose of these videos is not to try and sell you anything. I'm just here to provide you with high quality, real, implementable value to help you scale your plumbing business. So let's jump in with hack number 1. Create scalable systems. Now, all too often we get plumbing business owners that come to us and they've got an unreal plumbing business, they've got a great team, they've got a whole heap of customers, but they're just really struggling to scale and continue to grow. And they think that the issue is lead quality, or they think that they need more leads, they think that they need more jobs, but really they just need a system in place. And what I'm really referring to here is a CRM system, so a customer reference management system. And I would say a lot of plumbing businesses get actually caught up on this, plumbing, heating and air conditioning businesses get caught up on this by not implementing a CRM from the get-go. So what are you looking for in a CRM? What you really want is a single cohesive software that you can manage all of your clients, you can get calls to, you can get text to, you can manage your emails through, you can book jobs through. It's really all-round software to manage your business. And when picking a CRM, if you're a one-man band, you should be thinking about the future and where you want your business to get to. It's a bit easier if you've already got a big business and you've got 7 trucks on the road and you're happy and you don't want to grow anymore and you just want to be able to control your business a bit better. But if you are just starting off, you should be picking a CRM with your future goal in mind. So some CRM systems that we've seen our customers really excel with, I'm not going to give you one, I've got no affiliation to any of these, but we've got House Call Pro, Jobber, Service Titan is really big, and I've heard some really good and bad things about Service Titan. I would say that if you are planning on scaling past 5 to 10 trucks or vans, then Service Titan's probably the go-to. They've got some really good operating procedures in there that'll really help you out. One that I've heard a lot of negative feedback from is definitely Salesforce. I know that they advertise a lot, and we've had a fair few customers come to us and say that Salesforce is really being a drag on their business and it's hard to work around. So I'd stay away from Salesforce. Sorry if you're using Salesforce or you really love Salesforce, but that's just our experience. So now we've got a CRM in place where you can scale easily. You've got all of your customers in there. I would say that this is one of the main things, actually getting your customers in there and starting right from the start, because we find a lot of our business owners, they come to us and they've been running a plumbing business for 4 years and now they want to take it to the next level. And I say, how many customers do you have? Do you have a list? And they, I've got to go through all my emails, I've got to go through my phone. If they just started with a CRM from the start that automatically tracks their customers, you're sitting on a gold mine of people that you can actually reach out to for more work when you do try and scale. Hack number 2, implement SOPs or standard operating procedures. Now, these are something that you may or may not have heard of. A lot of the business owners that we work with don't even know what they are. So essentially, a standard operating procedure is a procedure that everyone should follow every time a unique situation comes about. I would say that being a business owner myself, having SOPs for every part of your business is probably the best way to achieve consistency. But as a minimum, you should have SOPs for when someone calls you, when someone submits lead forms, when you go to a new customer's house, when you finish a job, how you get reviews, all of these things that just take the human error out of your business. And you can create these SOPs and give them to your employees. Maybe have a half an hour lunch and learn once a week where you go through them and you say, hey, just making sure that everyone's following this SOP. It just brings a whole nother level of consistency to your business, because a lot of business owners we speak to, they got everything, but it's all up here. And then when they try and communicate with the rest of their team and the team doesn't do it correctly, they go, why aren't you doing it correctly? And it's because they don't have an actual formal SOP document or something that team members can rely back on and fall back on when they have questions. So as a minimum, you should have SOPs for the little things that really move the needle. Review requests, when you're going to a new customer's house, how you actually operate with them, because it'll probably be different to a repeat customer. How you're actually answering the phone, you should definitely have an SOP for that so that everyone's getting the same experience. We actually give all of our clients a SOP for how they should answer the phone to convert more leads. It's a great document. They can just pick it up, read that, give it to whoever's answering the phone. Anyways, let's move on to the next one. So hack number 4, securing repeat business. And I know it's fairly up in the air and it's not really, I can't say, oh, this is how you secure repeat business, but I just want to get this point across that it is so much cheaper to retain an existing customer than to go out and find a new customer. And once you really start marketing, you'll start understanding this. And the way that we see our clients retain the most customers is just by doing a really good job. As simple as it sounds, doing the little things. So answering the phone correctly. When you go to their house, making sure that you're communicating with them properly, giving them compliments. When you do your job, you actually get them in to visually inspect the job once it's complete. and make sure that they're happy. While you're there, get them to do the review, get them to take a photo of your work, literally just making sure that you have actually done a good job. If you see it all too often in the reviews that some people leave and they go, oh, you just did the job and left and then this happened, and it's not exactly how we wanted it. It's really just about providing that 5-star service. So really there's a few things that you can do to secure more repeat business other than doing a really good job and having really good customer service, and that's actually fostering a relationship with the clients and your customers. And this is something that we see our businesses that we take on, they never do. So it's one that you can start implementing straight away, and that's actually building that relationship through communication. So it doesn't have to be anything too formal. You might just say Merry Christmas. If you've got their birthday on your file, you might just give them a happy birthday message. There's other things that you can do which is a little bit more work, which is newsletters, maybe like a quarterly newsletter or something like that. And then there's also, if you are part of a specific suburb and you sponsor a community event or a football team or something along those lines, they all really build on your customer retention and help you build your brand. Which brings me to hack number 4, invest in marketing and branding. Now I know that you're going to be thinking I'm a little bit biased here, but I'll keep this one short. What I'm talking about here, I'm not talking about posting on social media once every 3 weeks just randomly. I'm not talking about running a pay-per-click advertising campaign when you don't have any work. I'm not talking about hiring someone to do SEO for a few months. No, I'm talking about a strategically well thought out marketing plan for your business that's actually going to help you move the needle. Now, I can't really go through that in this video because every single business is completely different. Everyone's at a different stage. What a one-man band might be doing compared to a multi-7-figure business with 7 or 8 vans is completely different. But what I can do to give you as much information as possible is I'm just going to run through a bit of a list of things that you can be doing as you progress through the stages of your business and as you're looking to scale more and more. We're going to start with the one-man band who doesn't really have any marketing strategy or might not even have a proper business set up yet. So let's jump into that. So we're going to start off with the business name. Now, as trivial as it is absolutely critical. And I just want to say, please do not put your name in the business name. It makes it very hard to sell your business at the end of the day. The best business names that we've seen and perform the best, business names that are, they're local to an area. They're not named after the area, but they've got a symbol of the area in them. Another one would be if you have a suburb and that's your suburb and you own that suburb, and then you can even service the suburbs around it. Just something that's a little bit witty and actually means something to the place that you're serving. Don't go for a big city like a plumbing city or cities plumbers. Don't do that because it's just way too broad. But go for something a little bit more niche down. Now the next one is your branding. Okay, so if you want to just blend in with every other plumbing, heating and air conditioning business under the sun, then pick blue, red, and white. But if you want to stand out, then go for something a little bit different. And in this industry, you want to stand out. Every time your van drives past, you want people to be going, okay, I know exactly who that is. Okay, so that's your actually coloring and your branding. Next one is getting your van wrapped. You need to have your vans wrapped. As simple as it is, it's free advertising. Everywhere you drive around, everyone knows who you are. And we've got uniforms. You need a uniform. Okay, it's just going to automatically, as soon as you walk into someone's house, you can literally charge more just by having a wrap van and a uniform. You look so much more professional. After a uniform, we'll go for a GMB listing. So you want to have your GMB listing optimized to perfection. You want to be bringing in leads through Google. So they're all the free ones. Then we can go to some more guerrilla marketing techniques like yard signs. You can do some door knocking. You can start dropping off flyers. You can do a bit of direct mail, which it starts costing a little bit more. You can start emailing your existing client base and asking for referrals and more work. These are sort of more guerrilla marketing techniques. I've even seen one business owner going to a parking lot of a shopping center and putting flyers in the door handle of every car. And it was actually quite smart because then you actually have to look at the flyer to get into your door. You can't get into your car without looking at that flyer, although it might be a bit difficult with the new Teslas that have come out without the door handles, but windscreen's just as good. Great, so now we're going to go online. So we've done everything that we can do offline. We've got our GMB listing. Now we're going to get a website built out, and we're not just going to get any website built out. We're going to get it built out by someone who knows what they're doing. So they're going to add SEO into the website, and they're going to have it built out for conversions. The funny story, I brought in this one client, and he joined the team, and he wanted to start looking at his SEO, and we went onto his website and it looked picture perfect, right? Anyone who had no idea about SEO, you look at the website and it looks fine, but whoever built it had obviously they were a designer, but they had nothing to do with SEO, and it was missing all of the tags, it was missing all of its back-end information. It was actually quite funny. I've never seen it happen before, but until then. Anyway, so we've got the website, we've got some SEO in it. We don't have an SEO strategy yet, but now we might look at some Google local service ads. Now, these are available in the UK and America, not in Australia yet, but they'll bring you in a few leads and they're relatively cheap and you only pay for the phone calls that come through. Then we'll go pay-per-click. So we've got pay-per-click on, you can do Google or Facebook or both. We've seen that Google works a lot better than Facebook, but open to you trying it out with whoever you pick to do the marketing. I would say, probably don't do that yourself. It is fairly simple to set up a Google ads or Facebook ads campaign, but it's also very simple to spend a lot of money. Then we're gonna go for social media marketing, and I probably should have put this one further up. So we have social media marketing, which is just you posting on your account and sharing it, and maybe your mum can share it and your brother or sister can share it. And then we've also got social media marketing where we're actually running paid traffic to our pages to build brand awareness, and we can do that in our suburbs. And that's the end of the marketing, so hopefully that gave you some value and you know exactly where to start. Obviously, if you've got more than 3 vans on the road, you should be doing everything on that list, probably not doing the guerrilla marketing anymore. If it's just you and you're a one-man band and you're looking to start building your business, you should probably do everything in the front end until you've got enough money saved up to do your website and start going online. Hack number 5, invest in your team. Now, when I say team, you're automatically thinking your technicians, but I'm not talking about your technicians only. I'm also talking about your customer service rep, and this is the person answering your phone. Now, if you are answering your phone, then I would say that as soon as you have 1 or 2 vans on the road, or you're getting a consistent 2 to 3 calls a day, you should not be answering the phone. Okay, the amount of business owners that we deal with that have got 4 or 5 vans on the road and they're still answering the phone, and we send them cold traffic from paid advertising. They answer the phone, they're in the middle of a job, and they go, oh yeah, I'm in the middle of a job. Yeah, okay, I'll call you back shortly. I'll go out to my van in 10 minutes and I'll check my diary. You have that business owner and they're losing 50 to 60% of the leads that are coming in. And then you have another business who's got the same amount of vans on the road, but they've hired someone to actually answer the phone. And they're following a script. They've got a standard operating procedure. They answer the phone, they follow the script, they book the job in then and there. They're polite, they're cheerful. You know which business is going to land more of those leads. And it's not always an issue with lead quality. It's just the way that you're answering the phone and who's actually answering the phone. So the next thing to discuss when investing in your team, we already know it's not just about the technicians, but also the customer service reps. But now we're talking about the actual people, so everyone. So if you hire mediocre people, you're going to have a mediocre company. It's as simple as it gets. The reason that all of the top companies have got the top teams is because they pay more, they give them better benefits, and they train them. So you got to ask yourself, if you're struggling to find workers, which I know a lot of the business owners that we work with are struggling to find qualified technicians to come and join their business when they're trying to scale. And if this is you, then you need to ask yourself, why would someone come and work for your business? Why wouldn't they go to Joe's Plumbing down the road? Or what about James's Plumbing down that street? What makes your business different? Now, the response that I get when I ask that question to business owners is, well, they get to come and work with me and they get to learn from me. And that just doesn't cut it in this day and age. You need to be investing in your employees by giving them training. They need to have career progression. You need to be paying them more. And when you pay them more, you can charge more because you've got a better team, and you need to be giving them really good benefits. So let them take the van home. Now this takes me to hack number 6, which is increase your prices. Now we've just discussed how you need to get a better team and pay more. Now your business, just because you're paying more, doesn't mean that your business has to suffer. Now when I say increase your prices, all I'm saying is charge what you're worth and make sure that your business is making a profit. The amount of plumbing businesses that I speak to, the owners, I speak to them and I say, how do you price your business? They go, oh, Joe's Plumbing down the road's charging this much and Jason's Plumbing down the road's charging that much. So we've just gone a little bit cheaper than them so that we're still competitive. And I'll tell you what, that both of these companies on either side of you are most likely losing money. So if you're gonna follow that method, you're gonna be losing money. Okay, the statistics show it, 90% of plumbing businesses don't make a profit. You're gonna be making a minimum 25% profit. Now, how do you do this? We give all of our clients a pricing workbook when they join the team. And all this pricing workbook does, I'm gonna explain it to you so that you can create it yourself if you like, is it just shows you how to price your services to ensure that you make a profit. So how do you do that? Add up all of your business expenses. You've got your staff, so you've got salaries, you've got your office, you've got the vans, you've got your marketing, you've got everything. So you've got a whole list of expenses, and then you've got how many hours your team can work. So this will be all of your technicians' hours added together over the year. And obviously they're not billing 8 hours a day. So let's just say that they're running at 50% capacity, which most businesses are around 50 to 70%. So you've got all of your expenses, you've got your capacity, so you know how many hours you can bill, you divide those two. All right, so then you've got exactly how much you need to be charging to break even. So if you build that, you'd literally make no money. and then you add your 25% to 30% profit margin on top of that, and then that guarantees you that you're going to make money unless some unforeseen events pop up. And if you want to get your expenses, do it properly, get them from your accountant and make sure that they're added in all to a T so that your business is guaranteed to make money. And this way, you don't have to worry about paying marketing, you don't have to worry about for any costs that are going to come in because they're already factored into your hourly rates. Now, I know what a lot of you are thinking, I can't just increase my hourly rates, I'm already getting so much pushback with my existing customers. And I can tell you for certain that the same people that are complaining about your hourly rate now are going to be complaining when you increase your hourly rate to what it should be. And you've got easy justification. All you say is, this is what we need to charge to run the business so that we're not losing money. You're running a business, you're playing a game. There's no reason that you should be charging less than what you need to charge to make a profit. That's the way business works. Now with timing, you definitely don't want to be increasing your prices during your lowest period. Working with plumbing, heating and air conditioning businesses where you've got summer and winter variations, increase your prices right before you go into the busy period. It's the easiest way to do it. Some customers will drop off, but you'll probably get more better customers because you're attracting better customers now that you've got a better team, better customer service. So it's a win-win for you. The last hack is number 7, which is build recurring revenue. So this is fairly straightforward. We're talking about maintenance contracts, service contracts, or memberships. Now, a really good membership that we love and we've seen a number of businesses implement is just a yearly membership. So you charge them a yearly recurring fee, and what they get from that, they might get priority scheduling. So, you might guarantee that you'll see them on the same day. You might get discounted call out. There's a whole range of things that you can look into, and it depends on every business, but highly recommend implementing some sort of a membership and make sure that it's not too profitable for yourself. You want to be making sure that that membership still equals out to your 25% margin, and it's a win-win for everyone. So remember, the key to retaining high quality customers relies on you continuously surpassing their expectations in customer service and the work that you deliver. Most people don't know good plumbing from bad plumbing, so it's just going to be your customer service. If you're showing up on time, if you're reliable, if you've got systems in place, if every employee is acting the same, you've got standard operating procedures, you're going to be performing well above the majority of plumbing businesses, and you're going to be able to charge those rates that you deserve. So that's it for this video. If you liked this video or it helped you out in any way, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below. Have an amazing day or night, and I really appreciate you sticking around until the end. Cheers.